everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mai, and today's video is going to be this cozy little studio apartment that I have built in the world of San Myshuno in the art district. And I have actually already renovated this apartment before, but I've been really into re-renovating some of the apartments that I've already built in, just because I think it's kind of fun to furnish the same space a bunch of different ways. I find that it's kind of like a bit of a challenge to make it look different than it did the last time, and I also thought this was the perfect spot to try out some of the new items from the Cozy Kitsch kit and to mix them up with some of the items from the Life and Death expansion. And I really love how it turned out. I kind of blended a lot of traditional and modern styles, so I don't know, I'm really proud of the way the apartment looks, and I'm excited to hear what you guys think. But we are starting off with the kitchen here, and you can probably tell that I have played around with the platforms as well. Since this is a studio apartment, I thought it would be kind of nice to, I don't know, create different zones using the platforms, so that was kind of nice. I think it turned out really good, added a little bit of variety. And the counters that we're using in the kitchen are the ones from Jungle Adventure, the appliances are from the new expansion, and the cabinets are from Parenthood, so quite the mix of packs in there. And I got to use those new bar stools that came with the new expansion, which I hadn't tried before, and I also placed a fence from Horse Ranch around the entryway. So yeah, there's just a lot going on in this space, but I really love how they all turned out, and I think that they all work really well together. Even here with this entryway area, I used a hallway table from, I think it's like the Basement Treasures kit that's supposed to look like an old TV, so that was also kind of fun. It feels like maybe it was thrifted over at the Spice Market, at the flea market that they have there, and I even paired it with the Cozy Bistro kit. So there are a lot of kits going on. But over here in this kind of living room, dining room area, we're using a lot of the new items in the Cozy Kitsch kit or something. I don't think I checked what the proper name of it is. I probably should have before I started doing the voiceover, but I find that they mesh really well with the pastel pop items, and I really love these little bookshelves. The kind of orange, they look like hallway tables, are actually bookshelves. So I thought those were really nice, and they're super tiny, so you can fit them in pretty much any space, so I'm really excited to incorporate that into my other builds. I also added that little desk in the corner, which is from high school years, I believe, or Parenthood. Actually, it might be from Parenthood. I don't know, I could be super wrong. But I thought it looked really good in the corner. It was just a little tiny spot. And that fireplace that came with the new kit is also super cute. I love the little details on it. And it's actually not a fireplace, it is just a shelf. So we are not going to be burning down the apartment, which is good to know. I just hate when my Sims start random fires, but I also love the way that I use that round table behind the couch, or behind the love seat. I would like instinctively probably want to place 6 chairs around that, but I think it looks really good with the 4 chairs. And the rug that I chose underneath was from Werewolves, so I don't know, that was kind of another way that I incorporated the traditional with the modern. And over here in the kitchen, I'm just kind of remembering to clutter it up a little bit. So I am adding some mugs next to the coffee machine and this little open recipe book from the Home Chef Hustle stuff pack. And in my head, I kind of imagine that the person that lives here probably really likes to cook, partly because I didn't add too many other hobby items. I did add the laptop on the desk, but not too many other things. Of course, if you download this and place it in your game, there is room for hobby items, but I don't know, I wanted to keep it a little bit simple. I also imagine that the person that lives here could be very social, so maybe that's kind of their hobby, is to just like have friends over and have parties or something. But we have moved on over to our bedroom, and we start off very rough. I wanted to use those end tables from Pastel Pop, but they weren't really working, and I was a bit stumped because I also, I don't know, kept on trying to pair it with this bed from Growing Together, mostly because I really love the colors on this one. But then I got an idea of how to use these cabinets in a bit of a creative way, and I haven't actually play tested this, but I'm hoping that it works. I tucked in the backboard, I think the headboard, of this bed from high school years into the bookshelf that I actually flipped backwards. So I don't know if that works, but I thought it was kind of an interesting look, and I really hope it does because I'm probably going to be trying this out in a lot of different builds. But yeah, just kind of decorating it, making it look functional. I also remembered here that I didn't place stairs even though I wanted to, and I made it look a little bit industrial to kind of match those little like items. You can probably tell those like pipes and that electrical panel. Those are items that you can't actually remove from this. They are part of like some lot traits that this apartment has. I think it's called the TLC trait because this apartment needs some tender loving care. It always has issues, but yeah, so I thought the industrial kind of, I don't know, elements would make it look a little bit more harmonious, let's say. And here I'm just remembering also to clutter up the living room. I was just very eager to try out a lot of the new items, so I would kind of forget to clutter spaces, a lot of the surfaces that I have around, but I do go back and I clutter them, don't worry. And over here on the new headboard, I place some plants and that little crow lamp that came with Life and Death because it matches the wallpaper that I placed in here. I don't know, I thought it was kind of spooky and different. I don't know if it's perfect, I don't know if it's like exactly the right vibe, but I think it looks kind of cool. And over here, just cluttering up this dresser. I absolutely forgot the word for dresser for a second. And then with our, and then I decided to, I'm so at a loss for words right now. I decided to decorate that little kind of entryway into the bathroom with that mirror from high school years, which I thought looked perfect. And I was going to use this little shelf from high school years as well, but I switched it for one of the new bookshelves that came with the Life and Death expansion, which I think looks great. And over here we have a very spacious bathroom, which was quite fun to furnish. I decided to create this open shower space with some walls, and I ended up placing the shower head from, I think it's the Snowy Escape expansion pack. But yeah, I thought it was a good use of such a large space, kind of make it a little bit unique. And there you see I placed the shower. And now I'm just kind of trying to figure out the other spacing. I do use the bathtub that came with the Life and Death expansion, and it is so beautiful. The texture on that is stunning, and yeah, I think the colors worked perfectly because the warm woods matched with the gold accents, and then of course the black matched with the black accents that I use everywhere. And I decided to use this shelf. I was thinking of using the bathroom shelf that came with, I think it was the Life and Death expansion, but instead I went with the one from Crystal Creations, which I thought was a little bit different and looked really nice. It also did match the cabinet that I placed above the toilet, so it all worked out in the end. And now I'm just cluttering up the counter, and we're practically done with the furnishing. We're almost at the screenshots. This was actually a very simple one to do. I had a very clear idea in my head of what I wanted, which is always very nice and helpful. So we are at the screenshots now. And I have added a few little clutter items. I added some wall lamps just to kind of fill some of that wall space. And I even added some shelves with nothing on them just to kind of frame some of the areas because we have very tall walls in this apartment and it just kind of felt like there was too much space overhead, which is why for the most part I prefer building with shorter walls. And here we have our beautiful bedroom, kind of bedroom, open studio bedroom. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. There you can see the column kind of glitched, which always happens when you try to take screenshots. Happen in the bathroom too, but this is going to be the last space we see. I'm really excited to hear all of your guys' feedback, and I really hope that you enjoyed this build as much as I did. Just a quick fun one for the week. Anyways, bye buds, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Comment and share with your friends. Talk to y'all soon. Bye!